So Sony hates Bloodborne. It's kind of starting to look like it's kind of official, and I think they may actually hate it. Hey everyone, it's Wet Paint, and today I'm kind of pissed off, as you might be able to tell. Some of you may know that Bloodborne is one of my favorite games ever. I even have a tattoo of it right here, and it's kind of hurt these past like 10 years seeing no love or like investment into the game that I like really enjoy. It's almost as if Sony has kind of like forgotten Bloodborne. And I know that they, will occasionally drop like a little video that includes like a Bloodborne clip, or they'll talk about Bloodborne or little small things like that, but it literally seems as if they have like forgotten the source code or have just completely abandoned the game. And I know it's FromSoft, but they can't really expand on the IP without like the Sony approval, which is really frustrating because Sony just does not care about this game at all, and it is so frustrating. So if you haven't heard of Lance McDonald, he is another content creator who also makes mods for like Souls games and stuff like that, and he did a 60 FPS mod for Bloodborne on the PS4. You can do it through like jailbroken PS4s, and I think it also works through the emulator on Shad PS4 or Shad Emu. I forget what it's called, the emulator for PS4. But yeah, this mod allows you to play Bloodborne at 60 FPS because if you may not know, Bloodborne only runs at 30 FPS, and it staggers and like kind of stutters at certain times as well, which can be a little frustrating, especially during like boss fights. Because if you've played Souls games, like those frames are very almost like crucial to like fighting in the game in general, in the combat. Like losing a few frames during a boss fight could really screw you over, and it gets kind of frustrating sometimes. But even if you play Bloodborne, which is a PS4 game, on the PS5, it is still locked at that 30 FPS. And it's always been like, why won't they kind of just, unlock it? Because the PS5 could 100% handle, Bloodborne at 60 FPS. Most likely the PS4 Pro could probably even handle it as well. So back to Lance McDonald, I completely got off track, but he was recently asked by Sony to take down the Bloodborne mod and no longer distribute it, like take down all the links and kind of completely wipe it from the internet, which I think is pure BS, because to my knowledge at least, I don't think that the Bloodborne FPS, like, it's more of a patch than a mod, and I don't think it infringes on any copyright assets, but I could be entirely wrong. I don't really know like legal speak and stuff like that, or just like any legal terms, but yeah, to my knowledge, it's just like a bit of code being changed. So I really think that this is so stupid and such BS. And this mod being kind of taken down is, bringing like some kind of copium within like the community, that maybe they'll like announce like a new like Bloodborne remake or like an update, like a PS5 version, Bloodborne 2. I've been seeing lots of little like kind of crazy conspiracy theorists, because I feel like us Bloodborne fans are just kind of starved of literally like any content, except for like that Elden Ring mod, which looks really cool. I haven't checked it out yet. But yeah, I find it highly unlikely that just because they're shutting down this mod, we're going to be getting like a Bloodborne 2, Bloodborne remaster, Bloodborne on PC. If I'm wrong, please, like, someone prove me wrong. I would be so happy, genuinely, because that'd be like an instant purchase for me. Imagine it on PC. Oh my god, that'd be so much fun. But it's kind of crazy because this coming like recently after all the development with the PS4 emulator and getting Bloodborne to run fully properly on the PS4 emulator, it's just kind of like a stab in the gut, right? We finally get this emulator working. We finally get it to, properly run, and we can play it, and it's, it's really good, and it's in a great state. And then like next thing you know, Sony's like, yeah, cut that shit out, it's like, either give us, a product that we can fully play, purchase, but Sony just does not want that at all, and it really just blows my mind. Lance said he doesn't want to fight this takedown, which, is BS, but I totally understand, like the cost of all the legal stuff and everything would just not be worth it. But it does suck that, Sony is targeting this mod and just is taking it down. It's kind of really frustrating, and I just don't really see much of a reason for it. Like I said, unless this is going to bring like a surprise remaster, but I really highly doubt it. But yeah, Sony has just neglected Bloodborne and have continued to do this for literally almost what, like 10 11 years. What was 2014 or 15 when Bloodborne came out, which is crazy, by the way. But yeah, it's literally like they're just neglecting this IP that would bring in just basically free money. And then there was also like a quote not too long ago from a developer saying that like remasters and remakes are what bring in like the money to fund new IPs and like sequels nowadays. So literally, if they wanted to create like a sequel, which would sell like crazy, by the way, doing like a remaster would just be the perfect route to kind of go through. But it's frustrating to see this mod get taken down because, it kind of sets a bit of a standard where it's like, okay, if they have the power to take this mod down. What other mods and patches that are community made will they take down, right? You know, recently we saw the Liberty City DLC like mod kind of get taken down for GTA 5 by Rockstar, and it's like these giant fan projects, and it's just really sad to see like these things get taken down. Feeling like I said, the legal fees and everything would just not be worth fighting back, and it really just does suck that these like companies have the power. And like I said, we have like the GTA one get taken down. I really would like, it would suck if Sky Oblivion, you know, knock on wood, got taken down. You know, there's also rumors of like an Oblivion remaster, but that's besides the point. If the companies were to win these like cases and stuff, it kind of just sets the standard going forward, where it's like, okay, we can't do this, we can't do that, you know, going forward. And it just kind of sucks, you know. I don't know if anybody recently saw, but PlayStation just got a new CEO, and it is, you know, hopefully I don't pronounce this wrong, Hideaki Nishino. He's the new CEO, and I'm really kind of excited for this. I'm hoping he'll kind of bring PlayStation back into that like peak early PS4 kind of like single player like high that they were kind of riding on. Because if you guys remember, like Sony was like really killing it with like the single player games, and then I feel like Jim Ryan and Herman Hulst kind of like slowly directed Sony into more of like a live service kind of industry, and kind of do like the focus on that, which we kind of see with Concord being like the more recent failure and just better example of this, where it's just like does not work. They spend all this money, invest all this money into these franchises that nobody wants. Kind of like, you know, Horizon Zero Dawn. I've tried to get into that game multiple times. They like want to do a movie, like a TV show. That Lego game massively flopped. I'm hoping that this new CEO can really kind of take Sony back into that direction that I was talking about, and really push them towards like that innovative single player games that they are just so good at. Because they, like I said, they really ran the PS4 era. And with PS5, I mean, we've gotten just so little games, and it really is frustrating. I understand that games, you know, take more time to make, you know, they cost more money, etc. I feel like Xbox is really about to, you know, kind of like take over with like the single player stuff. I'm very excited for like Doom. A lot of that stuff just looks like it's gonna be very good, and not like it's they're not like exclusives necessarily, but it's just, you know, it's Xbox titles per se. And I just think that they are about to kind of like come up and sweep through and potentially take over the game. But yeah, I'm really excited for this new CEO because, you know, I think change really does bring innovation. Competition also is a big thing that brings innovation. So it is going to be nice if Xbox is kind of beating them a little bit, PlayStation, because like I said, competition will breed innovation. Maybe Sony got, you know, kind of stagnant because they were running the PS4 era, and they were like, okay, we can kind of coast off of this and you maybe fuck around with the live service stuff, but it just does not work. They really just got to stick away from live service. It is clearly not their thing. And, you know, that's okay. Stick to what you're good at, you know, play off your strengths. So, yeah, I hope Lance McDonald is not too discouraged by, you know, his mod being taken down and his patch being taken down. I hope that he knows that the community supports him for the most part, from what I have seen at least. I support him. Now, I'm not sure if there's any, like, state of plays coming in the future or anything. Maybe something gets announced while I'm recording this. Who knows? We'll see. That'd be kind of crazy. But yeah, I don't think Sony has any like events coming up or anything where they would announce like a Bloodborne remaster or, you know, a PC drop version or anything. And like I said, you know, it's kind of crazy that we haven't gotten Bloodborne on PC, because we just got what, Spider-Man 2 on PC, which was, you know, it was an okay game. I enjoyed it, but it, you know, wasn't like anything crazy. And they kind of like stealth dropped the Spider-Man drop, which also runs horribly. So if we did get a PC version of Bloodborne, I hope it wouldn't run like garbage. Because yeah, it is just that Spider-Man port is rough. Yeah, not to repeat myself again, we'll see if we hopefully get some great news, but I doubt it. I can see Bloodborne being lost on the PS4 forever. It kind of reminds me of like Metal Gear Solid 4, where it's just like lost on the PS3 and like there's no other way to play it other than like to emulate it. It just sucks when companies do these things, and it is very unnecessary. But that's gonna be it, guys. If you enjoyed the video, like and subscribe, and let me know what you guys think about this whole Bloodborne patch being taken down, because like I said, I think it's really shitty and I think it just kind of sucks overall. But again, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.